Hello 11 Science and Commerce IP students. I hope you all are doing well. And today we are going to start our informatics practices lecture. Myself Salayana Zakhtari. If you would remember, in my last lecture I have just shown you different ways of solving to a solution or solving a problem to come to a solution. We have discussed about algorithms, we have discussed about flowcharts, and we have also discussed about different techniques that is used to solve a problem or program. In this particular class I am going to take you to the introduction to the Python. That means how to work in Python, how to install it, and how to check the commands. Okay, so just see the first slide I am going to show you. What is Python? It is widely used general purpose high level language which is developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991. It is a highly used, means it is a very much popularly used because it is freely available. We can easily download it for different purpose. And what are the purposes over here? We can use it for the software development, for the web development, in the server side programming, for the system scripting, and for the mathematical analysis. Now if you can see here, I can show you the different uses, but also there are some features of the Python that you must remember why CBSE is preferring this language for the learning purpose of programming. Number one, it is easy to use due to simple syntax. Interpreted language means code execution and interpretation are already done line by line. Cross-platform language, that means it can run on Windows as well as in any of the operating system that you are using. Expressive language, that means less code to be written as it itself express itself, very less errors are coming, so it is easy to code, easy to learn. CompleteNet supports wide range of library and free and open source software as it can be downloaded from the net. Now before you start installing the Python, let me explain you how it works and how we are working in Python. Listen, there are two modes available in Python for working, and both the modes you can use. We are having the first mode which is known as your script mode. Well, how to do this script mode? Step 1, create program file. You have to click on the start button after installing Python. Obviously you have to click on the start button, all programs, Python version IDLE, and now click on the file new in the IDLE Python cell. And if you check whether the programs have been installed properly or not, you have to write these statements: print hello, print world, print Python is, that is object oriented language. After this you can click on file save and then save the file with the file name and the extension as .py. Second is your script, how to run the program. After writing the program, is your second step is to run the program. There are two modes for any programming language. One is for the writing purpose, one is for the running purpose, and this run mode is usually provided to the users, right? You may say, you can see any apps or any of the game software or any of the apps that you are using, you are never getting the backend programming. What you are getting is the run mode of the program. You are simply double clicking it and it gets starts because that is already in the run mode. Similarly here also in the programming, after creating the program we have to run and check for the errors. So for this there is an option provided here. You can click on the open command from the IDLE's file menu and select the file that you have already saved. Now click on the run and run module. It will execute all the commands of the program file and display output in separate Python shell window. Okay. Now after this, Python comes in two flavors. That means you can say different versions are here. One is Python 2.x and another one is Python 3.x. Later one is the backward incompatible language, that means 2.1, as decided by Python Software Foundation PSF. Mean code, that means we are going to recommend you, rather when you are downloading, you please download from 3 point above. That's it, that much only. You should download 3 point above. That is the main thing. You can see that. Now installing Python, we can do this thing. If you are having a computer at home, you can do it very nicely, and if you are not having computer at home, then please try to install it in your Android also. Many different softwares are available. Last to last class I think I have explained about PyDroid. Okay, you can install PyDroid and then you can write down the commands, and then you can see that it is also working. So how there are two steps only to create the Python. First one, download the Python distribution. Second one is Python installation process. Now download the Python distribution. I am sharing you the link over here. You can click on there and you can get the installation downloads. So you can go by the www.python.org/downloads and then select the specific version. If you can see, there are many versions are available here on this particular site. So only you see which is best suited for your operating system, because we are having Windows 3.x, we are having Windows 3.9. all these different types of operating systems are available. You have to find out what is more beneficial to you according to your operating system, because many Windows are also coming in 32-bit and 64-bit. so if you want to practice, you have to see the settings and please download. I think 3 point above any software will work. Okay, now Python installation process. Double click on the icon. Once it is downloaded, you can get this file, setup file. Double click on the icon labeling the file version.exe. One pop-up window will come and you have to run the program. Like the same method you must be doing for any software. Setup pop-up window will appear, and once the pop-up window will appear, it will ask you for the install now option. If the Python installer finds an earlier version of Python, suppose you have downloaded something and you have removed that, but still in the cache memory, in its temporary memory, the installation instance will be there. That is what it is written here. If the Python installer finds an earlier version of the Python installed on your computer, the install now message will instead appear as upgrade now. Okay, in that case you will not get the option as install now, you will get the option as upgrade now, and the checkboxes will not appear. Highlight the install now if you have not installed before, and then click on it. Then user account control pop-up window will appear. What do you mean by user account control? Means actually Python is a server based program, but as we are installing in our computers, that means right now we are making it a kind of server. So we are going to make it, click on yes button to account control setup. A new Python version setup pop-up window will appear with a setup progress bar, and your installation will start. Okay, now after this you can see that soon a new Python version setup for pop-up window will appear with a setup was successful, that particular message, and your setup will successful. Now how to check whether it is been installed or not? You have to again go to the start button of your Windows, go to the all programs, go to the Python version, go to the IDLE, and from there you can get this window. It's simply a blank window, and some of the instructions have been written on top with 3 angular brackets, right? Now the first one you see, that is Python 2.7 and January 1 to 2014. That means it is showing the version of the Python that is been installed in your computer, that you have installed right now, right? And the 3 angular brackets are the command prompt with the cursor. That means from there you can start typing your programs. IDLE means it's like your integrated development learning environment. That means in this environment we are only using the learning purpose things. Now next one is, after doing this, Python command prompt, and what we call this 3 angular bracket is the Python command prompt. In this command prompt, now I am giving you tasks. You please write down these following commands after installation. First you write down print hello, then press enter. You will see that hello will come to the next line. Print 8 into 3, then see 24 is coming or not. Print 3 double star 3 means 3 to the power 3. Here we are having for power no option, and we are taking this double star. Now k equals to 3 plus 4 into 3, so we are finally printing the k. Now in this way you can check as many programs as you like. Yeah, let me remind you few things over here, because as you are learning, so don't do much experiment, do sequence wise and do step wise as I am guiding. Write down only print command within the bracket hello, or without bracket also it will take. Then you may do these experiments, do these lines of simple mathematical calculations, whatever is given there. You can print also not only mathematical, you can print any sentence, you can print any particular words. Try to print a bill of some shopping mall or something like that. See how it is coming step by step. Only remember one thing, after writing one particular statement, like if I am written print 8 into 3, I have to press enter to see the output. If you are not pressing the enter, it's not going to show you the output. So in this way you can continue about the experiment about the how to install the Python. First, I hope you all understand today the process or the logic behind how to install the Python in a secure way. Please you install the Python, and in the next class we will start with the programming as it is been discussed one by one. So please do the small program as soon as possible, and we are going to come into the interesting part of the programming once this particular installation part is over in your computers. Thank you all of you.